Hey, this is Dan with Guardian Mold Prevent, and I wanted to take some time today to look at an attic space with you that's located in Woodridge, Illinois. And as I talk, we're going to pan around the attic, and the video is a little sporadic, but just want you to see what attic mold looks like once it's taken root in your attic space. You can see that the plywood sheathing in this attic has got quite a bit of black discoloration on it, and this is a result of condensation or moisture getting on the underside of your roof and staying there for extended periods of time. And then you've got mold spores in the air and obviously a food source. And so when you've got moisture and a food source and mold spores present, it makes for a great combination to allow for mold to begin to develop. Now I want you to make note that as we pan around here, you're going to see some glistening or almost like a sparkling on some of that plywood. And that is actually frost that has developed on the underside of the roof line as a result of so much moisture building up in this attic space. You know, we've come off of two very cold winters in 2013 into 14, and then 14 also into 15. And with those extreme temperatures comes quite a bit of mold problems and quite a bit of condensation issues in attic spaces, because most people don't understand what ventilation and what insulation is meant to do and how it's supposed to be constructed in your attic space to keep the space dry and clean, and ultimately to keep it mold free. And so we get a large influx of calls in the spring with mold in the attic. Now I wanted to look at this diagram with you and give you an idea of how your attic is supposed to look. You can see at the lower portions of the roof there are two arrows coming in. Those are where your lower vents on your roof should be, that allow for cold air to get up into the attic. And then there's a mushroom vent at the top. That mushroom vent is supposed to allow any warm air that gets into the attic space up and out and to be replaced with the cold air. And then your insulation barrier on your ceiling is meant to keep your house heat down and out. When warm air gets in your attic and it's not moved out properly, it comes in contact with that ice cold roofing member, it condensates, and then you get mold growth. Now I want you to look at what the attic looks like once the remediation process has been completed on it. You can see that what we did was we came in with a biocide, which is a liquid product that kills mold on contact, and we spray down all of the rafters and the sheathing throughout the attic space. Once we've done that, we then scrub down all of those surfaces with stiff bristle or wire bristle brushes to prepare those surfaces so that we can apply the white acrylic-based mold-resistant coating that you're seeing that's on the wood members in this attic. Now that coating comes with a 10-year manufacturer's warranty that it won't support mold growth, and then we leave our air machines running overnight. We come back the next day and pull everything out, and essentially you're good to go. But it's imperative that you correct all the ventilation and insulation deficiencies that led to the condensation and ultimately mold.